Hi guys, welcome to tomorrow's transfers today. This is the penultimate one. I say that because tomorrow night, not only is it Spurs at Wembley, but it's the final deadline day transfer chat on Full Time Devils. Tonight, we're doing the final tomorrow's transfer today of January. Hope you guys are all doing well. I'm Adam McCullough. This is Full Time Devils. We're back, as always, on a night of Premier League action. It's a weird deadline day or two because you've got Premier League action at the same time. Obviously, Manchester United, we're not that involved. We're not that involved. One thing I saw tonight that was good for United, Sam Johnston played well for Aston Villa, kept a clean sheet, some great saves. Axel Tuanzebe was on the bench. Aston Villa moving to third. Could be good times for them in the Championship, Tuanzebe and Johnston. But apart from that, there's not a lot going down apart from Arsenal losing, which is funny. Arsenal losing again. Now, a lot of you guys saying AFTV and chill. Really? Why don't you just watch their videos from last year and the year before and the year before that? They're all the same. The same thing happens every week and they moan every week. Forget them. We're talking tomorrow's transfers today. We're talking Manchester United and we're talking some potential deadline day deals for Manchester United, which could see a double exit for Manchester United, potentially. Now, Daley Blind is the first one. He has been linked with AS Roma. And the first thing I thought when I thought this was, firstly, I like Daley Blind. I'd be a little bit disappointed to see him leave, although I wouldn't be surprised. But imagine Daley Blind in a Roma kit. He would actually suit it. Roma kits are always quite nice. And Daley Blind in a Roma kit, I think that would look good. But he's been linked with Roma. And this news comes from Italy and it's been picked up by the British press. And I've been reading it in Sport Witness. And he's been linked with a move to Roma now. It could potentially be a loan move with a deal looking to be completed in the summer. Or it could just be absolute bullshit being made in the Italian press in order to build up some hype around deadline day. Because it's not just Jim White with his stupid yellow tie being a bell end on TV in England. They do it all over the place, this deadline day stuff. So it could be a case that it's just rumours being stuck out there and Daley Blind happens to be one of them and Italian press are reporting it, so now English press are reporting it. But Daley Blind has been linked with Roma. It wouldn't be a surprise if he left. Of course, there's no Holland World Cup, so he's probably not going to be in a rush to exit to get first team football to be ready for a World Cup. But he could be looking to leave to get first team football. He's a very talented player. He's a very good player. Luke Shaw's return recently has meant Daley Blind has dropped down the pecking order at left back as well. So it's difficult for him to get game time. But he's an absolute baller and he deserves first team minutes. Will he leave before the deadline? I don't think so. But he's been linked with a move to Roma. And that news is in Italy and it's been being picked up by the English press. Another man linked with a move away from Manchester United is Juan Fellaini. Now he's been linked with a move away for a while. His contract expires in the summer. There's no option to extend there for Manchester United, which I'm sure they would have taken if there was an option to extend. But Fellaini is being linked with a move to Galatasaray. Again, this could be the same thing. Turkish press just trying to get some interesting stuff going. But we know he's been linked with a move to Turkish clubs in the past. Besiktas being one of them. And now Galatasaray coming up as well. And Turkish reports that there could be a deadline day swoop for him. It would mean United get some money for him because obviously he leaves for a free in the summer. And if United know he's going to leave, we could probably take money. But Jose Mourinho has been speaking about getting him to stay. So it's interesting. Again, I don't think we're going to see any exits. Jose has been keen on keeping a certain size of squad. We've seen Sanchez come in. We've seen Mkhitaryan and Tuanzebe leave. Obviously, we've had other few exits on loan as well. But I can't see there being any more exits for United. I just simply can't. I know that's a little bit boring, but I can't see that happening. Zlatan, is he too slow for the MLS? This is a question that the Sport Illustrated are asking. I remember going to do a video with them when we were in the States with 180 Sports, their app. That was fun. But yeah, they've written about Zlatan and they think he could be too slow for the MLS. Now, he's been linked with a move to LA Galaxy in recent weeks. Now, I think that's a move that could happen outside the window because I think America has a window that goes longer. I may be wrong there. But I think it's the case that this one doesn't abide by the deadline day rules if it is a move that does happen. But Zlatan's been linked with a move to LA Galaxy now. Obviously, Zlatan's found it difficult to return for Manchester United. But could he be leaving before the end of the year? I think it is a possibility. Full-Time Devils producer Chris saying until March you can move to the MLS. So it's still open there for him to happen. And yeah, is he too slow for the MLS? What do you guys think about that? Because he's found it difficult in the Premier League. Do you guys think that the MLS has lifted up in terms of quality? Do you think there's been a raise in quality in the MLS that would now mean that the likes of Zlatan, because it used to be a case where the players that were old and slow went to the America to get their last payday. Is he now too slow for that as well? What do you guys think about that? Now, some great news for all of us. Some great news for all of us is that Juan Mata's contract has been extended. Now, United have triggered the extension clause in his contract, so he hasn't signed a new deal or anything like that. United have that clause in his contract. We also have that clause in, I think, Ander Herrera, Ashley Young and Daley Blind's contracts as well. I think Daley Blind's, but I know Herrera's and Ashley Young's, we can trigger their contract extensions. But Mata's has been extended, and this has been confirmed by Jose Mourinho. There'd been rumours before he'd been linked with a move to Valencia, and that had been shot down in Spanish press, saying that Mata was happy at Manchester United regardless of Sanchez coming in. And it looks like that's the case. His contract's been extended. And of course, it could even just be, it makes business sense for Manchester United to extend his contract, because even if he does leave in the summer, which I'm not suggesting he will, then United would get some money for him. But that news is great. Jose Mourinho has spoken really positively about him as well, saying he's someone that they really want Juan Mata to stay at Manchester United. He's a player that's key to him, key to the club, and key to his teammates as well. And I really agree with that. Juan Mata's great on and off the pitch. We got Sporf in the comments, and they today uploaded a video that I did with them. So after we've finished here, go and check out that video that I did with Sporf. We did it in the Full-Time Devils studio, so you may get the Full-Time Devils studio in there. And I went head-to-head with Ollie Mers, kind of. I'll find out if I beat him. Anyway, just before we go, some great comments coming from Jose Mourinho in his press conference. And he was talking about Marcus Rashford. And he says, the monster that kills kids arrived, but then he played every game. He was speaking about himself as the monster that kills kids, and the rumours that Jose Mourinho would mean bad things for Marcus Rashford's future. And it's funny how there's one image painted of Jose Mourinho, one image painted of Pep Guardiola, but this season things have panned out very differently. I mean, you've got Pep Guardiola who he's got a club who are sitting 12 points clear at the top of the league. They've got one of the best academy systems in the world, and they've got a player out injured for 5 to 6 weeks, and they've decided to splash out potentially 50-60 million on Riyad Mahrez because someone's injured for 6 weeks. But he's the man that was painted as this guy that champions youth players, whereas Jose Mourinho has been playing the most youth players and academy players in his teams this season. And granted, Rashford makes up for a lot of that, as does Jesse Lingard. But you've also got to look at the likes of Angel Gomez got minutes the other day, and a few others as well, McTominay for example. So I think Jose deserves a little bit of credit for what he's doing at Manchester United. And as is said in the comments, Pep sold Sancho. What a bell end. A bold bell end, may I add. Anyway, United got Spurs tomorrow. We did the preview earlier. Myself, Paul, Statman Dave and Mr. Stephen Arson. You can go and check that out after here. Go and check out that Sport video as well. And tomorrow we'll have all the build-up, the reaction to Manchester United's trip to Wembley to take on Tottenham, as well as the deadline day special that I've got to do as well at night. So we've got loads coming for you tomorrow. Make sure you're here for it all. For now though, guys, I have been Adam McCullough. This has been Full-Time Devils Tomorrow's Transfers Today. I'm out of here.